Yo guys, what's up? This is my review for the new Netflix original Do Revenge. So a new Netflix original just dropped last Friday called Do Revenge. It stars Maya Hawke and the other girl who I don't know what her name is. I think it's Camilla Mendes, that's it. It stars Maya Hawke and Camilla Mendes, and it's a high school movie. I've been pretty excited for this movie, mainly because Maya Hawke's in it. That's probably the only reason typically this is not my type of movie, like this high school drama comedy sort of thing. It's not my type of movie, but Maya Hawke was in it, and I think she's a really great actress from Stranger Things. So I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try. So I knew it had one of the main reasons I thought I'd give it a try is because the reviews are actually quite good. I think it has 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Netflix original films typically are not very good. So I was like, you know what, this might be worth checking out. So yeah, I checked the movie out, and I'm happy to say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie. I didn't love it. I don't think it's a movie that I could love because it's just the nature and the genre of it, but I did like it. I do have some problems with it though, which I will talk about. But yeah, overall, as a teen drama comedy thing, I think it works well. I think the comedy works well. I think the drama works well. This video will have spoilers, by the way, so warning about that. I forgot to mention at the top of the video. But yeah, I think the comedy works well. I think Maya Hawke and Camilla Mendes together are a really, really good duo. And I think they work very well together, and they should be in more stuff together because they have pretty great chemistry. And yeah, so I like this movie. I think it is good. There's not one criticism, but a major criticism that I have is both the leads have romantic interests, and I think both of the romantic interests just have no place in this story. Like, what was the point of it? It does not have any effect on the story whatsoever. I think other than to give Maya Hawke's character a little bit of like characterization when they talk about the walls that she puts up and stuff. I think that's probably it. That's the only purpose that her romantic interest served. And Camilla Mendes, what's the characters' names are? Oh god, I don't know. Oh, Drea and Eleanor. That's it. Oh, thank God. I think Drea, who is played by Camilla Mendes, I think her romantic interest is just not interesting at all. He's played by I don't know his name, but he's Cameron from Miss Marvel. I thought he was alright in Miss Marvel. I wasn't a huge fan of that show by the end, but yeah. And he was better in this. I think he was better in this than he was in Miss Marvel. But overall, I just think his whole story and Eleanor's romantic interests were just not needed at all for this movie, and it just dragged it down for me. But one part of this movie I did love was Sophie Turner. Her cameo was amazing. I had no idea she was in this movie, and I was like, is that Sansa Stark? Like, what the fuck? Her cameo was actually hilarious when they accused her of being a coke addict because she made fun of her in the bathroom or something. Drea accused her of being a coke addict. I thought that was actually fucking hilarious, and she was really funny. I think Sophie Turner should do more comedy after that because that was actually really, really good. The way she was screaming about how she doesn't have a coke addiction, that was really funny, and I think she did a really good job of that. So yeah, this whole movie basically centers around these two girls getting revenge on the people that have fucked them over, basically. I don't need to get into how they fucked them over, but yeah, it's just the plot of the movie is that, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the way they interacted with each other. I enjoyed the plans. I enjoyed the things they did. I enjoyed the friendship that grew between them, and I enjoyed it. Now, what I will get into is big spoiler territory. So, initially, I was wondering why would at the first half of the movie, I was like, why would Maya Hawke take a role like this? Like, this is not something she would do, based on what I've seen her in previously, which is like just Stranger Things. But I'm like, and I've seen her talk in interviews, and she doesn't seem like the kind of person who would do this type of role. First of all, I need to say, stop casting people who are in their mid-20s as 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds. It's not working, and it looks weird. These people are not teenagers. So anyway. I was like, why would Maya Hawke take a role like this? This is just like a pretty classic, cliche role that most people could take, And then we got to the twist halfway through, and I think, okay, this is why she took this role. And I was like, that's a great twist. The twist is big spoiler. If you don't want to know, leave the video right now and come back once you watch the movie. But yeah, Maya Hawke's character has been manipulating, or Eleanor has been manipulating Drea the whole time, and really the story she told Drea at the start of the movie about how she got portrayed as this predator by this girl who they end up doing revenge on falsely, because it turns out that Drea is actually the girl who did the act, or who exposed her, basically, who exposed her and lied about her on camp when they were younger, but she's too much of a narcissist to remember. And Eleanor has this whole plan is to get revenge on Drea. And I think that, I did not see that coming. And once it happened, I was like, oh my god. And I think it was really good, and that really bumped the movie up for me. And I'm like, okay, this is really clever, and this is smart. So yeah. I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who plays Max, he's in Euphoria. He is an asshole. I'm just gonna say it now. I hated that character so much. It's so frustrating. One thing I will say, just moving away from that, I just want to say he's an asshole. I feel like this movie had a bigger budget than it needed, because like every 20 minutes there'd be like a huge major, #1 hit song from like a #1 artist. And I was like, how much money are they spending on the music for this movie? It's not needed to be using these songs. And I just felt like, and also the cast, I think Sarah Michelle Gellar's in this, and so is Sophie Turner. I'm like, they must have had some leftover money in the budget and decided to splurge. But yeah, that's my review for Do Revenge, Netflix original Do Revenge. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. And let me know what your thoughts on the movie were down in the comments below. Bye.